Good morning, children. Let us begin today's class by taking a few mathematical questions on mean so that we get a quick review of what we have done, and then we will switch on to the next topic, which is median. Now, if you see on the board, I have written two questions. This is the continuous series calculation for mean. Kindly copy down. The income is given in rupees 75 to 85, 85 to 95, and it goes up to 155. Frequency is given as 10, 25, 20, 25, 10, 20, 15, and 25. First and foremost, we have identified that it is a continuous series. Why is it a continuous series? Because of the class intervals. What do we do when we get a continuous series? The first thing that we do is we find the midpoints of the class. 75 and 85 midpoint will be 15. How do you do it numerically? The lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. This would be 85 to 95, the midpoint would be 90. This would be 100. This would be 110. This would be 120. This would be 130. This would be 140. This would be 150. Now, normally, what is the formula for calculating a mean? Sigma Fm. But if we multiply this, you get very big numbers. So, do we have other options? Yes, we have what is called as assumed mean or a shortcut method. Now, we can assume a mean, and from there we can proceed, which will give us lesser calculations. So let us assume a mean from the median. So here we will assume n minus assume, and we call it d. So we assume 80 minus the assume is 0. 80 minus 90 gives us 10. This gives us 20. This gives us 30. 120 minus 80, 40. Then this gives us 50. This gives us 60. This gives us 70. Now you see, we have assumed the mean to be 80. Now we would have to use the assumed formula would be sigma f and d. Again, the calculations would be very big. See, multiplying f with d. So what do? We can still bring it down by choosing a common factor from all of them and dividing these values by a common factor. That uses a step deviation. So the step deviation is useful in this program, in this question, because it will simplify our calculations. So what is the m minus a upon common factor? What is the common factor over here? 10. So we will divide it by 10. 10 ones are, 10 twos are, 10 threes are, 10 fours are, 10 fives are, 10 sixes are, 10 sevens are. And what do we call this? We call this d dash. Something different from the deviations. Okay. Now the formula we know is mean is equal to assumed plus sigma f d dash upon n into the common factor. So what do we need now? We have assumed we need to have f d dash. So multiply f with d dash, 10 zeros. So we get f d dash over here. 10 zeros are 0. 25 ones are 25. 22s are 40, 25 threes are 75, 10 fours are 40, 25 are 100, 15 sixes are 90, 25 sevens are 175. So now we have sigma f d dash and we have sigma f to get n. F and n is the same. 5, 10, 15, 20. 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 150. Okay. Here we will sum up this 5, 10, 15, 3 and 4, 7, 14, 18, 27, 34, 3 and 4, and 5. 545. Now, using these values, we substitute them over here. What did we assume? 80 Sigma FD dash is 545. What is N? N value is F 150. What was the common factor? 10. This 0 with this 0 gets 15 3s are 45, 9, 15 6s are 90, 15 3s are 45, and so on 26. So your mean is equal to 116.33. So you see children, when is it useful to use the step deviations? When the values given are big and calculations would be difficult. Now, we did not say calculate mean by this method, that method, nothing. We left it. So you were free to do whatever method you want. If you done it by the direct method, what would have been the formula? The formula would have been mean is equal to sigma f into m. Now you see, if you multiply these two, you will get very big numbers. Waste of time. So don't do that. Go for assumed mean. What is the assumed mean? From the midpoint, assume any value. It is always good to assume a smaller value to be the mean, because then you get values in plus. Had you assumed the bigger values, then you would have got values in minus and plus both. Then work would have been one more step extra. So the shortcut is assume to be the smallest value, and from there you find the deviation, that is midpoint minus the assumed. Here we assume 80, 80 minus assume 80, 0, 80 minus 90 is plus 10, 20, 80 minus 110, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. That is midpoint minus the assumed value, isn't it? Then, okay. Then what do we see? We got this as B. Again, the values, if you have to multiply, mean is equal to sigma FD. If you multiply these again, you will get big values. What do? Go one step forward, step deviation. The deviations, among the deviations, see the common factor. What would be the common factor which would bring it down? It would be 10. So, midpoint minus assume upon the common factor, and we will call this as B dash. So 10 ones are 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 you get by dividing. Right? Now the formula is multiply f by b dash to get f b dash, because the formula says mean is equal to assume plus sigma f b dash upon n into c. So multiply f with b dash, you get f b dash. So 10 into 0, 0, 25 ones are 22 is 25 3s are 10 4s, 25 and so on. Okay. Now added up sigma f b dash, on adding we get 545, on adding f which is also called n, f is equal to n number, we get what is 150, and then we substitute the values and get it there. Kindly copy this down quickly, then we'll go on to the next one. Okay, this was the continuous series. Next we will do is a question from the discrete series. How is a discrete series recognized? When we have the value on the study having frequencies, right? So here calculate the mean of size of shoes probably and the number of people who wear them. Okay. Now what do we get with the discrete series? How do we go about with the discrete series? The formula is sigma fx mean is equal to sigma fx upon n. What do we need? Fx, multiply f with x to get fx. 6 4s are 24, 12 5s are 60, 15 6 are 90, 7 8s are 56, carrying the 5 7 to the 14 and 5 19, 160, 9 for the 36, 3, 9 for the 9, and 3, 12, then 5 are 15. Okay, add them up. 6 and 2, 8, 9, 10, 13, 21, 25, 30, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So N is equal to 100, or F is equal to 100. 4 and 6, 10, 16, 3, 9, 18, 27, 33, 35, 40, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 0, 6. This is sigma Fx. Substituting the values 706 upon 100. How much would that be? Consider the decimal 7.06. Okay. So we have done one question on continuous series, one question on discrete series. Individual series is simple. You will get the values individually. Sigma x upon n is an average. Add them up and divide it by the total number. That is the individual series. That is the easiest of the all. Okay, children. Kindly copy this down quickly. Have you understood these two mathematical questions? If you have, may I have an indication, please? A thumbs up if you have. Kindly, those of you who have copied and have understood, thank you. Yeah. Can I wipe out the first part of the board? Is it okay? Yeah. Now children will go on to the next topic, which is median. Quickly do this also. Is it copied? Taken down? Can I wipe out the board? Thumbs up if yes. No. Okay, thank you. Next is median. Now, median is the value of a middle item in a series, and that series should be arranged either in an ascending order or in a descending order. So, if we have a series consisting of numbers in this line, median would be exactly the middle position. I'm trying to make you understand by a diagram. Median would be exactly the middle position. There will be values which are less than the median, and there will be values which are more than the median. Median is the central position, the middle position. Therefore, median is also called a positional value or a positional average. Positional value or a positional average, because it shows its position to be the center of the series, absolutely the center. So this value represents the whole series, which is the central value, and there are values which are less than the median, and there will be values which are more than the median. Okay, but here, unlike mean, we added every number to find an average. Here, all the values are not taken. Here, we place them in an order, in a position, and then we say the median is this position, the central position. Here, there are three series to calculate the median again: the individual series, the discrete series, and the continuous series. So now let us go to an example to give you an example of what is median. Suppose we have the height of, let's say, 7 children. Height. Let us say names are given. I am not writing the names, just writing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Give me the heights in centimeters. Let's say in centimeters, heights are given. A, let's say 140. Then 140, 142, then 140. I'll take it from the book. 144, 145, 147, then 149 and 151. These are the heights of 7 students given. Find out the median. In an individual series, median first and foremost is written as ME. ME is equal to, we will write the size of n plus 1 on the fifth item. Because it is a position, first of all we see whether the values are in an ascending order or in a descending order. Some order should be there. And for our own good, it is good to keep one order throughout the series, wherever we are going to do. So let us agree upon ourselves that we will always place the values in an ascending order. What is a descending order? The smallest value first and the highest value later on. So here we have placed them in an ascending order. If they were given in a jumbled form, we would have to first place these values in an ascending order, because we agree among ourselves that we are going to place our values always in an ascending order, so there is no confusion later on. Ascending will lena, descending will lena, no. You are free to do it anyway, but it is always a good practice to keep one fixed pattern which does not confuse you later on. So we agree that we will place the values in an ascending order. Formula is median is equal to size of n plus 1 upon 2. How many values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n becomes 7. Median is equal to size of 7 plus 1 upon ith item, that is equal to 8 upon 2. Median is equal to size of, that is, fourth item. Fourth item in the list is your median. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your fourth item, so your median is equal to 145. So what is median showing you? It is showing you the positional average or the positional value. And like I said, the median is the center of a series, whereby you will have values which are less than the median, and there are values which are above the median. Median is the central figure. Is that clear? Yes or no? Okay. So good, thank you. Whenever I get a response, I know that you are understanding. So when you have understanding, kindly give me a response so I know things are going well with you. Okay. So median is equal to 145. Now this is when we have an odd number. Let us take one more value in this. 152. Now what happens? Your n will be 8 plus 1. That would be 9 upon 2. And that would be 4.5th item. So what do we do in the 4.5th item? In this case, we will take the average of the 4th and the 5th item. This is the 4th and the 5th item. We will take the average. So that is equal to median is equal to 145 plus 147 upon 2. 7 and 5, 12, 5 and 4, 9. 292 upon 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 nines are 18, 196. Sorry, 292 upon 2, 190, 1 4, not 2 4s are 8, 146, 2 ones are 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 6 are 146. So children, when the value is an even number, then you will get in decimals, like here, 8 plus 1 is equal to 9 upon 2 item, 4.5 item. Here you will take the average of the 4th and the 5th item. Understood? And that will give you your median. Is that okay? Yeah? Good. Thank you. This was the individual series. Okay. Now let us move on with the discrete series. Can I wipe out the board? Wipe out the board? Okay. The question is, calculate the median of the following distributions. Marks are given. Well, I am doing also kindly write down so that you don't waste time. Number of students, which is frequency is given. 2, 8, 16, 20, 16, 7 and 4. 2, 8, 16, 26, 26, 20, 16, 7 and 4. This is the value given. At once you know it is a discrete series when frequencies are given. When frequencies are given in a median, the first thing that we do is accumulate the frequencies. Find this here. 2, 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 16, 26, 26 and 26, 52, 52 and 20, 72, then 86 and 3, 7 and 1, 8, 88, 88 and 7, that is 95, 95 and 4, 99. So the first thing that we do when we have a discrete series is accumulate the frequencies. Formula is the same. Median is equal to the size of n plus 1 upon 2 item. Median is equal to size of here n value will be the top value of the accumulation, that is 99 plus 1 upon 2, and that is equal to 100 upon 2, that is equal to 58 item. Now 50th item we will spot in our CF. 50th item lies somewhere here after 26 seconds 50. It is pointing to 40. So median is equal to 40. The median marks is 40. Because the median lies in the 50th item. The 50th item is here. So what is the 50th item that we are talking about? What is the understudy? Marks in understudy. So the median is 40. Is that okay? Children, is that okay? Thank you. Some more, let me see. Anyone else? Anyone having a problem in understanding? No? I think it's simple enough. Anyone has any problem? You will ask me before we go on. So remember children, when we are doing a discrete series, first and foremost, the frequencies are cumulated to get CF. Keep adding 2 plus 8, 10 plus 16 and so on. And the formula is the same. Median is equal to the size of n plus 1 upon 2 item, where n value will be the maximum, that is in your CF. Okay. So here in that case it is 99 plus 1 is equal to 100. And then 50th item is spotted in the CF. And then we place the arrow for the median. Median is 40. Is that okay? Now we have one more series, which is a continuous series. It takes time, and I'm out of time now. So we will do this part tomorrow, the continuous series. Okay. If you have any problem, you can once again ask me tomorrow before we begin the continuous series. Otherwise, I will start with the continuous series tomorrow. Is that okay? Okay. All of you then have a nice day and keep yourselves safe.